How are you? Welcome. Hello. All right, so this is the boo sign. I have some ghosts that I've painted already. I went ahead and I used vanilla paste. This is one of the new colors from the autumn launch. I thought it would be perfect. So let me just show you. They're still a little bit wet. That's what I used. I did 2 coats. I kind of want to go back for a third, but we'll see here in just a minute. I'm going to let those dry. We're going to paint the background of the sign, and we can do the rest of this, and then we can look at our ghosts and see how they look. Let me see if I can find my post, and then we can go. All right, so we're also going to use the color of the month tonight. It is called Orion. It's gorgeous. It's purple, and purple is my favorite color. So, of course, we got to use it before it's gone. This right here is Dixie Belle Up in Smoke. Okay, it's a gel stain. Hi, Laura. How are you? Welcome. All right, let's see if I can do all this. Now, you want to shake this really good, okay? We learned that last time that we used the gel stain. Before you use it, make sure you shake it up. Plus, there will be a little stopper thing in there that you need to take out. Okay, so do that. And I have a foam brush. I'm not going to wet it this time. I learned that the hard way last time. I want this to be as dark as it can be. This is a gray color. It is called Up in Smoke, so it is gray. Ooh, that's nice. And you can add as much or as little as you want to get the darkness that you want, okay? So I'm just painting it on with the foam brush. I actually bought a bunch of brushes like this from Amazon, and it was a really great deal. So I have a bunch of these. And then I don't have to worry about washing them because I don't wash these foam brushes. I know, that's wasteful, but I treat them like they're disposable because ain't nobody got time to be washing tools, okay? I'm lazy. Alright, in a lot of ways. So, I did laundry today. I am going out of town tomorrow, by the way, so I'm not going to be live. I might be live, okay? I'm actually going to one of my chalk friends' houses, so maybe I'll go live from her house. I probably will. She's probably going to make me, so that'll be fine. I'll do that, I'm sure. So you'll probably see me in a house that you may or may not recognize, with people you may or may not recognize this weekend. So that'll be fun. All right. I'm excited to see my friends. It's been about a month, I guess, since the last time that we got together. And I just love them. Okay, so that's the color. It's a gray, of course. Let me just put that over there. We are going to do the background of this thing too. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Joni. Welcome. Hey, Steph. I don't know if I said hi yet, but hey, how you doing? Welcome to the party. So my mom's on her way over here right now. So I don't know if I think I've told y'all this, but my nephew, my niece and nephew have lived at my parents' house, my brother's kids, their whole lives. And so my parents are moving out of their house. They're moving up to their ranch, which is like out basically in the middle of nowhere. And so the kids both needed to figure something out because my nephew's in school. Both of them are working. And being out there in the middle of nowhere is not going to be conducive to them going to school and working. So my nephew's going to come and stay with me and Chris in our shed. That's why we put the shed together for him. So they're bringing his furniture. So if y'all hear my doorbell or the dog's freaking out, it's probably my mom. So I'm trying to hurry. I don't want to rush, but my mom's coming to bring over his furniture. Some of it, at least. I think his desk and his dresser, to go put it out there in the room. He's not quite ready to move in yet, but they wanted to get his stuff over here before it starts raining. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow, so we'll see if it actually does. I've gotten a lot of alerts saying it's going to storm and then it doesn't, so I don't know. I don't believe it all the time. Hey, Joanne, how are ya? Welcome. Okay. Let's see if I can get this thing painted. Now, we are going to use a transfer on this, but I did want to show you all these new products because I'm loving this gel stain. It's awesome. I do still like using paint though as a stain. It works great. But this stuff is good and it doesn't stink, which is always a plus. Okay, I'm liking this gray a lot. All right, that I think is good to go. Let me see if I can set that over there also. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure my ghosts are also good. So just make sure I don't have any gray stain on me before I, oops. And I want to close that because it's very liquidy. And if it spills over in here, we're going to have a problem. Hi, Marie. So there's my ghost. Now, I do have some little eyeballs. So I'm going to show you. Y'all have seen me do this 100 times, but this is my tape trick. So this is just regular old painter's tape. It's just Scotch. I buy like the 3 or 4 roll pack every time I go to Lowe's, pretty much. Okay. And then I can just stick it to my desk here. And I can paint little stuff like this super easy. And of course I love my glass mat because I can just stick it all on here and paint on it and then it just wipes off. Hi Rainy. So that was the background I did in the Dixie Belle Up in Smoke gel stain. Love it. This is just black chalk paint, okay, and one of these little sponges. I'm just going to get a little bit and then dab that on for my eyeballs. Now, what I did is I put my eyeballs down because they're all different, okay, because of course they are. Why would they be the same? But it was kind of hard for me to tell which eyeball went with each ghost, so I put them in order of how they're laying here is the order that they're in here. Okay, to try and keep myself somewhat organized. So before we move on, I want to go ahead and put my ghosts together so that I can glue their eyeballs on and not get mixed up about which eyeballs go to who. Okay, that's dry. So let me just move this up and then I'm going to move these down. So look, these little ghosts are so stinking cute. Look at that, how cute that is. Okay. Now, again, you can comment ghost on this post to get not only the link to the cutout, but also to get the link to buy the stuff that I'm using, okay? And if you're my Perks member, you'll get 30% off of this order. If you aren't my Perks member, I don't know what you're waiting on, but you should sign up to be my Perks member, okay? My nephew is 20 years old. It's crazy. He was born whenever... I guess I was in high school. I honestly, so I remember my niece being born, okay? Going to the hospital and stuff. Hold on, let me, sorry Mom, I'm gonna decline your call. I don't know that I went up to the hospital whenever he was born. Is that terrible of me? I think it is. I definitely went up there. I have pictures of me up there whenever my niece was born, but I don't know if I was in town though, because as soon as I graduated, I moved to Oregon, and I lived in Oregon for about a year with my boyfriend at the time. He was my like high school boyfriend, and he was from there. And after I graduated, he wanted to move. So as soon as I graduated, we moved up there and stayed with his mom for a little while. And so I might have been in Oregon whenever Brennan was born. I guess that's what happened because I don't remember him being born. Hi, Stacy. I think that's terrible. I mean, I've been in my auntie era now for 22 years. My niece is going to be 22, y'all. It freaks me out. I was in high school when she was born, and I'm like, you're not 22. Stop it right now. But she's like a whole grown-up person, and it's really freaky. So, hey Suzanne, how are you? Hi Donna, welcome ladies. Thanks for joining me. I hope you love these ghosts. You can comment ghosts to get the link to get these little guys. Okay, and where the eyes go, I did score that area for you so that you can kind of see where placement is, okay? That's perfect. Let's move that out of the way. I did use Stick Fast on that, okay? So now, I think this is going to be dry. Maybe not quite. It looks like it's still a little wet. Aren't they adorable? I know it. I know. Time goes by so fast. It is a thief. Hi, Mom. I saw that I missed your call. I obviously declined it. I know you're on your way. I'll be done, hopefully, before y'all get here. But Chris is informed that you're on your way also. He's aware. So, last night we had this guy knock on our door, this like child. He was like, I don't know, 20 years old. And he was selling alarm systems. We already have an alarm system, okay? It's weird, Sandy. I don't like it at all, okay? I don't find it to be acceptable that they're growing up like this, but okay. How dare they make me feel old? Anywho, this child knocked on my door last night. He was not a child, but he was very young. Trying to sell us an alarm system. And currently we have one already, okay? It has a doorbell camera. It's got a camera in the driveway. But I really want more cameras. And so they are offering more cameras for basically the same price as what we're paying now. So I'm like, hook me up with that. And so I signed up for it, okay, and I'm going to cancel my other one that we have already. I did wax, alright? I'm going to just wax a little bit more. I just don't want to tear this background up because it's going to mess up my whole thing. Anyways, so usually whenever you sign up for a security system, they're like, okay, we'll call you and we'll set up a time for us to come out and install it. No, they sent the guy last night, y'all. And he didn't get here until like, I don't know, the first guy was here at like 5:30. So it was probably 6:30 by the time the second dude got here. Y'all, he was here until 10 o'clock last night installing all these cameras. Hi, Tammy. Oh my gosh, I love that, Suzanne. What a sweetie. Okay, so this is the checkered pattern, by the way. We're going to give it a go. All right? No idea what I'm doing here. Not a single clue. Okay? But we're going to try. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up here. And we're going to have to use this a couple times, okay? So I'm going to try not to get a ton of paste on this background. And you know what? I'm going to flip it because there's those targets up here and I'm terrible. Okay, so I'm just flipping it upside down. But I am going to line it up again. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be just fine. Alright. We are going to use Orion too. This color, it's purple. It's gorgeous. I love it. Look how pretty. It's a shimmer. I don't know. And I need to see if you can paint with it because I'm interested in that too. So I'm trying not to leave a ton of paste behind because I'm going to have to reuse this probably twice. Now this sign is 18 inches long. Okay. It's kind of a big one. And I did not cut a hanger for myself, which I should have. But that's okay. You can add a hanger to it, or you can use an easel. We do have an easel that we offer that's in my shop that you can add to your cart. And it's really pretty too. It's gold. But you can get an easel anywhere. Okay? Okay. Or you can add your own little hangers to the back. Sorry, I wasn't talking because I was concentrating. It's hard to do art and talk. I never realized that before until I started doing lives. And then it's like, wow, this is really... I do need to concentrate. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So much. Okay, there's my Orion checkerboard pattern background. Now, you could get real fancy with it and do 2 colors or whatever. I have no idea how to do that. Okay. So we'll see. This is just going to be basic. It's not going to be anything super fancy. Okay. So don't come for me. But you can definitely do 2 different colors on this pattern or more. I need to research that and figure out how to do it because I don't know how to make a checker pattern. Okay, get this really dry because we're going to have to lay our transfer back down and I don't want it to smudge it, okay? Especially over here. I don't know why I'm so worried about the left side, but these on the right for sure need to be very dry. Okay, now I'm going to try and line this back up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this first row to line it up, okay? So that I get my spacing correct. So I don't make it look goofy. So I'm just going to lay it down just like that. Press it down. And there's something over here in this. I had a smudge over here because I had something in my transfer. So make sure that you don't have anything sticking in the edge of your silk screen. So going back in, and we're starting at the second one because the first one is the one that we used to line it up, okay? And again, I'm trying to use as little paste as possible so that I can make this transfer last 3 times without having to wash it in between. And these thinner transfers and the smooth transfers, really, it's helpful whenever they're smooth like this to be able to do this kind of stuff because with our older transfers, it made it a lot harder. Hey, Wanda, how are you, love? Welcome. Now, again, I want to dry it really well, especially on the on the right side here so that I can line it up again. And you can comment ghost on this post, okay? To get the links, not only to get the cutouts for my Etsy, but also to get this project, okay, on my website. Again, one last time, we're going to line this up just like that. And we have 2 more to go. So let's get this going. There we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so I did have a little bit of an issue over here, but that's okay. My ghosts are going to be able to help me disguise any issues, okay? So I obviously didn't push this one down near well enough, but that's okay. On this far one, you see it? Over here? It's alright. It will be fine. And it looks like, oh no, it's not that same one, but it looks like we had a leak again on that same one that we had an issue with the first time. That's okay. We're going to survive this. Get these really dry because we're going to put everything together now, okay? And that is Orion. Okay, so whenever you spend $75 on my website, you will get the ability to add this to your cart. It's $16, just like all the other pastes are. And only available until supplies last, okay? So it probably won't make it through the end of the month. But I do love it. I think y'all are going to see some more of this one. Alright, so there's my background. I think that's good. Now, I want to kind of lay this out first to make sure that it's all going to fit. On my surface, and then we're going to put our frame right on top. Now, you can move these around however you like. Oh, this is cute. Alright. I'm going to put that over there. Alright, so now we can get to gluing. So I'm going to use Stick Fast, okay? I like this glue. And I'm going to try to not do it too thick to the near the edges so that it doesn't squeeze out. But I am putting a lot, okay? And the fun thing about this frame is it's just sitting on the ghost, okay? So it's not actually getting glued. Like, it's going to be like, it's going to have a gap, okay? So it's actually just gluing to the ghosts themselves, which is different than any other frame that I've done. But it gives it that 3D effect. And I'm digging it. Okay. There we go. Use this glue in a well-ventilated area though, because it is kind of fumey. It does have some fumes. Yeah, same here, Stacy, look. I'm shocked I haven't glued myself to any of these pieces yet. Okay, now the night's young. This project isn't over, okay? But generally, whenever I play with Stick Fast, gluing my fingers together, I'm gluing myself to the wood. I'm a nightmare, okay? In general. Oh, that needs to be right side up. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... So two of these, their heads are going to be glued, okay, as you can hopefully see. Let's see if I can show you. And then all the way along the word boo, okay? So I'm going to try, okay? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my head of my ghost, and then I'm gonna, this is why I'm using Stick Fast, because these letters are thin. Just like that on the word boo, and then I'm gonna just set it like so, and then I can kind of slide it around just a bit, okay? But I need to make sure that it's attached on the word boo. Now, it is a little worrying to me that the bottom and the top are like that, but I think it will be okay. Now, isn't that just precious? Look how cute that is. Turned out so cute. I'm loving it. I hope y'all love it too. You can comment the word boo to get all the stuff to make this yourself, okay? And I love you all. I hope that you have a great night. And wish me luck moving furniture here in a little bit, okay? All right. See you all tomorrow. I'll see you this weekend at some point, okay? I don't know when, but I'm sure that I will be going live from my friend's house. So stay tuned. Love you all. See ya.